Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Greg Antoinette, your African relationship expert. In today's video, I'm going to be addressing fear of being alone. Let us look at the story of Bridget so we can use a story to learn, use it to amend our own relationship. So you see, Bridget lived with her parents. Her parents were wealthy. They gave her everything she needed. And at a certain time, the father and the mother broke up and went their separate ways. Bridget remained with her father. She was the only child. And so she waited for the father to communicate with her often. But the father was a busy man. They had house helps. They had people that did chores for them. But you see, they could not fill that vacuum of loneliness that Bridget had. Bridget was going to a mixed school, a school that was mixed with boys and girls. So she found herself easily friendly with the boys in the school. And oh yeah, for a girl who was wealthy, they played along as good friends to her. She gave away a lot of gifts. She had a lot of happy times with them. And she began to feel that, she could have a boy to herself and could take away those boredom, those loneliness with that. So she began dating from a very, very young age. She tried her best to sustain every relationship which she had with material things. But most of these boys, they gave her a lot of attitudes. But she never cared. They'll disgrace her on the way, yell at her. What is it? I don't want this relationship anymore. I told you, I'm breaking up with you. And she would kind of like, but what happened? Am I not good to you? What's going on? She never understood what was going on. She continued this way to go in and out of relationships even when she grew up. She found herself always the one trying to make that relationship work out. the guys she was dating would see how lonely she is, always pestering. You've not called me. I've not heard from you. What are you doing? Can we have an evening chat? Can we go out today? She was always the one pushing forward because she was using the relationship to fill a vacuum. That vacuum of loneliness. She never knew she had gotten a fear of being alone. So you see, she never minded that these boys become violent to her. Whether they beat her up, she didn't care. All she needed was stick with me. Just let me be able to come to your place and be with you. Just talk to me on phone. Let's go out sometimes. But relationship is about respect for each other. Having good respect for each other. Appreciating the person that we are. Appreciating the values that each other have. That is relationship. So Bridget goes along into these relationships even when she had all values, money, and so many good things to offer in the relationship. The manner at which she approached the relationship, the kind of insecurity that she displayed of not being alone, that fear, she displayed that in the character. She was the one persisting for a lot of bonding. That made the men blind to appreciating the good that Bridget had. So you see, for Bridget to be able to have a good man that would see her values and appreciate her for who she is, she needs to learn to take away that fear of being alone. Bridget needs to associate herself with other kind of associations like a football club, a music club, gymnastic club, singing group, swimming club, a lot of clubs that she could associate herself to kill that boredom of being alone. If Bridget had gotten herself into one of these clubs from childhood, it would take a lot of her lonely times. Even with the internet, even with films, movies, Netflix, those things never took away boredom from her. She needed the presence of people talking to her, associating with her. And those things you can get when you associate yourself in clubs, groups, religious groups, swimming club, gymnastic club, singing club. There are a lot of things that you can associate yourself with so that when you meet a guy or you as a guy meet a girl, they would appreciate the values that you have. They would appreciate your personality. So that is why Bridget needs to take away that fear of being alone. It's not good for a healthy relationship. She would always see herself falling into a bad relationship because at first sight they would spot out that fear of being alone. And so many people are out there to take advantage of that fear. So you need to learn to take it away from you before you go into a relationship, because I want you to make good relationships, not unhealthy ones. So I hope you would try and help yourself to come out of that fear of being alone, so that you would not be taken advantage of in relationship, so that you would end up having a good relationship. I hope I was able to teach someone today and to help someone today. And all this is for a good relationship. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Like, share, and comment. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.